Hey, good morning. This is Keith. How are you doing? Been about 6 days since my last video post. Did a lot of stuff all in one day, and the next day kind of a little burnt out. Plus, my partner and I have returned back together. I did a little bit of smoking pot. That was definitely fun. Now, time to get serious again. Not that I drifted away, just my usual stuff, just drinking a little bit of coffee, smoking some pot. My partner just completed college. We had his graduation ceremony last night. We traveled to Vegas. I had a little treat. I went to the Go Raw Cafe, which is up in the Henderson area of Las Vegas. It's definitely one of the best raw food restaurants around. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'7", and I'm 175 pounds. As with any restaurant, one single entree is never enough for me, so I wound up dropping about $25 and still was not satisfied, but that's me. I'm a big guy. Anyways, been getting a lot of inspiration from the stuff that I have done in the last 30 days. Anyways, I enjoyed my fast. It was very nothing like that ever. I had blended foods, and some people were questioning whether that's a fast. That left me comments. And yes, it is a kind of a fast, because you're relieving, you're breaking those cell walls down in that food, because when you chew, you don't chew enough, you know, even if you're a really good chewer. But anyways, I had all blended foods. I was thinking that I wanted to shift the fast into going with just juices and waters into what's more of a true fast, when you really give the liver and the kidneys a rest. I approached my birthday, though. I had a friend over here and we were working on some music and stuff, and I definitely wanted to enjoy some food with him. He's definitely somebody that likes raw food, and so I had the pleasure of making some of my great meals. Anyways, but back to the subject, is these things that have been changing me, you know, the diet, the fast, and then, you know, when I was at the best weekend ever with David Wolf, I got these, I keep talking about these barefoot connections. I'm sleeping grounded all the time now, and that is, screw raw food. If you're not into raw food, move on to other things. Start sleeping grounded. It's $195 for one large king, and it fits on a California king or on a king. Don't buy chocolate. Go to this. This is amazing. You will not believe the sleep that you will get, which will be healing, which is just starts this whole upward stepping motion. And then the next thing I got from being at the best weekend ever, I got this. I've had this for 10 days now, which I've already talked about. This Zapper, amazing. The two of these in combination. Here's $134 for this, $195 for this. That's what, that's $329. That's a great investment. I can promise you spend that much on some doctor's visit, or, you know, a combination of stuff. Anyways, put your raw, expensive food on the back burner. Go to this stuff first, because this will change your head. Big time. Big time. Like I don't even know. Like, my thoughts used to race and everything. I was like, you know, been this amazingly successful person with the raw food diet. Very, you know, keeps you trim and all that stuff. But I always had problems with my thoughts racing, and I've always been resistant. I like to meditate. I like the idea of it. But I would sit there and I would go into the lotus position, and I would be like, okay, 5 minutes have passed, right? And it's barely 2 minutes. Just, my head did not want to settle down. Well, when I got into the sleeping grounded and this Zapper, zapping all the parasites, it's amazing how you are a victim of parasites, of the toxins of the world. The sleeping grounded, not having the proper electricity in your body. The parasites are, I can't even begin to tell you what this thing's done. I mean, I had a couple days there where I stopped drinking coffee for a little while, and I'm just talking about a huge indulgence. I like a little coffee in the morning. Where I think it was Thursday, I didn't get up right away and go and do my usual thing over at the cafe. I go and read and I have sip on a cup of coffee or whatever. And normally if I skipped a day, I'd get a headache. Well, obviously the parasites, and I'm going to do a whole talk about parasites because I've just gone through some amazing stuff with the with these two technologies that I've had. Okay, when I was at Raw Cafe, Go Raw Cafe in Las Vegas, I've been wanting to get this book, The Ancient Secrets of the Fountain of Youth. Listen to Truth Calkins talk a lot about this book. 2 million copies sold of this book. This is the 5 Tibetan Rites. And in all my travels, funny enough, a lot of people say, I can't believe you haven't heard of this book. It's a real small book, a quick read. It's about starting the 5 Tibetan Rites. And they are little motions and stuff like that. And I was about to order this on Amazon, and they have a little book counter over at Go Raw Cafe, and while I was waiting on my first plate, I thought, wouldn't it be awesome if they had the Fountain of Youth there, because that's what I want right now. I want to read that. I want to start moving in these directions that don't have anything to do with raw food. Looking through the books there, and I went through them all. I was like, oh, they don't have it. And then I looked over in this one little corner, and there was a special display for Book 1 and Book 2. Great investment. I just started doing these today. We'll get into those. And just in general, again, I'm on the body ecology diet. I'm not having fruit. I'm not having any kind of sweet stuff at all. Basically, the sweet things that I eat in my routine of eating all the time are stevia, however you want to say that. My herbalist says it's stevia. I'm having young Thai coconuts, and that's about it. Everything else I'm eating is zero, because the sugar feeds the viruses, which in the end I definitely have kind of a sugar sensitivity. I'm finding great results with this diet. Not challenging to me at all. I just have enough stevia around. Got my herbs going right now. It's another thing I'm trying to get into on a regular basis, is having the herbs and the reishi mushrooms. So basically, let me run through my day. As I start out with, I'm having the reishi Gano 161. I take those with a little gynostemma tea, 6 caps in the morning. Then I move on to my tea that I make in my vessel, like which I made, and that's kind of varying. You know, I'm doing a decoction first, and then throwing some of the leaves and stuff in. I'll go through that. Mixing that with the coconut, young Thai coconut, some stevia, whizzing it up in the blender. That's like that's becoming like soda pop to me. I love that. I look forward especially to that. My friend Helene's Men's Long Life Elixir. It has sarsaparilla in it. It's got this root beer kind of taste to it. I love that stuff, and I'm starting to really love the taste of rhodiola as well. We'll talk more about those. You know, and the diet is rock solid. I'm going to start doing these videos every day. I want to document everything I'm putting into my body. Just, again, this is documentation. I'm not trying to teach anybody. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm doing. These videos are going to start coming a little more frequently now. I'm definitely, things are changing in my body. I can see it. I can feel it. The parasite zapper, the barefoot connections. I'm starting to feel like I actually want to meditate, and I am going to start. We're just getting settled back down here. My partner's been living in Vegas, and I'm looking forward to getting very steady. The summer's coming up. Starting to get my studio back together, starting to really enjoy doing the things that I do. Got a few financial issues coming up. I've got some other stuff that I need to buy in my routine of working on getting rid of HIV and beyond HIV. Even if I wasn't have this mission, I mean, that is a definite inspiration to stay strict. But all this stuff, that you don't need to have a chronic disease to do this stuff. I can tell you right now, I wish I had, a lot of this stuff is new. You know, the Barefoot Connections is new, the Zapper. The Zapper's been around for a little while. Don Croft came up with this particular version of it. It's a modification of Hilda Clark's circuit. He has definitely perfected this. This thing's amazing. So anyways, I know I'm going to be having a great day today. The thunderheads and everything, it's kind of a monsoon kind of condition we had in Vegas yesterday, and I'm back home in Running Springs today, and I'm going to love this weather today. So live life. and prosper. Peace and love from Keith. Later on.